Hey everyone, my name is Alsha94. Welcome back to WWE. Today we're not going to go into My Rise because alongside the My Rise portion of the playthrough for WWE 2K22, I also want to spend a little bit of time in GM mode. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be drafting our all-women's roster as a challenge for GM mode. And we're going to see if we can build a better show as an all-women's brand. And we're going to be going up against Stephanie McMahon, which can only mean one thing. It basically means that our GM for this playthrough will be Sonya Deville, who has a Superstars GM as her power card, which raises the entire roster's morale by plus 15. We're going to confirm that. And we're also going to pick out of any of the brands apart from Raw. We're going to put Stephanie on Raw because that was the brand that she was a part of most recently. So we've got SmackDown, which gives 6 random superstars on our roster a popularity increase of plus 6. We've got a fighting champion with NXT. Title matches booked for this week will receive a large match rating boost. We have NXT UK, which means that the network deal is tripled if you gain fans this week, otherwise it will only be doubled. So I think, why don't we have a battle between Raw and SmackDown? We're going to pick SmackDown with Sonya Deville. That was the brand that she's been a authority figure for most recently. So let's go ahead and pick that. We're going to select Stephanie McMahon for Raw. We're going to have normal AI. We're going to have 25 weeks. If you want to see a longer or a shorter period, let me know down in the comments if that's something that you want to see. We're going to go with a default draft pool and a manual draft setting. So, to add to this challenge, we are going to go with an all-women's roster. That's not going to change. However, as part of the initial draft process, I am not going to pick Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair. I think it would be cool to see how the women's roster would flourish if they weren't part of the roster to begin with, but I will be able to draft them or sign them at any point after the initial draft. So we've got a budget of $2.75 million. We'll take turns between the two GMs. There'll be 8 rounds of drafting, but after the 8th round, it'll be optional. And you can press the right analog button to get recommendations. We're not going to do the right analog button. So, we are going to be on the women. This is basically our screen. It's just the women's screen. That's all we're going to be caring about. We want a good balance between good and bad, and to have a nice split of all the different classes that we can have as well. So, our first pick, if we're not going with Becky or Charlotte at this stage, my first pick is going to be Alexa Bliss. So Alexa Bliss is on the roster, so Raw draft Becky, which is fine. So I'm now going to pick Sasha as my next pick. Yep, I think we've got a good start so far. I want a good mix. So we're going to now go for Bianca Belair as our next pick. We have picked a lot of good guys. We're going to have to try and pick a bad guy now. So our next one, we're going to have... Do we have any specialists? I don't think we do we? We're going to have Bayley next as part of our roster. We have just over... How much do we have? We have 1.8 million left. Fine, okay. So we need probably another bad guy to go ahead. I'm thinking maybe Carmella might be a good one. We have Maya Yim would be a good one. We have Lacey Evans. No, do you know what? I want Mandy Rose. Let's draft Mandy Rose into our roster. Alright, so round 6. Who do we want now? So we've got 2 bruisers. We've got 2 cruisers. We've got 1 specialist. We could do with another specialist, if possible, or a giant. We've got Nia Jax as a giant. Pair giants with cruisers for an added bonus. Okay. Who else do we have? We have Tamina as a giant. Oh, Raquel Gonzalez. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Right. So who else do we have? I mean, we could have Tamina. We've got enough cruisers for now, I want to say. We have Peyton Royce is in the mix. Let's have Peyton. Let's go. Absolutely yes. Okay. So we've now got more bad than good. So let's go ahead and draft Rhea Ripley into the mix. Yep, that's what we're going to go with. Okay, and who else? So we are going to keep drafting. I think we're going to take this down to not quite 0, but not far off it. Let's put in, so we need pair fighters with bruisers. We've got quite a few bruisers, so let's put in another fighter. Let's put in Nikki ASH. Yep. Okay, good. I think I will also put in Nia Jax. Yep, let's put in Nia. Yep. Okay. So, we now need some more bad guys. I'm going to put in... I kind of want Shotzi. Let's put in Shotzi. Yep. And how much money do we have? We have $640,000 left. So, I think this will probably be one of our last picks. It's going to have to be a bad guy. And ideally, it would be a specialist. We could draft in Toni Storm. And if we did that, that would mean we could turn Toni Storm bad, because we can do that, I believe, in GM mode. I think we can do that. So I think I will have Toni Storm. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, we've got $500,000 in the bank. We've got 12 superstars now drafted. There's a good selection of superstars that we can also lean into if we wanted to. For example, like Naomi's in there, Shayna Baszler's in there, Lacey Evans is in there. We've got Lana as well, potentially, that we could bring in, and Tegan Nox. So for now, I think I'm going to stop the draft here. We're going to see how we can develop our roster. And there's going to be a very heavy influence on drafting and making sure that the class synergies actually work. Did I see... I want to say Liv Morgan's on Raw, isn't she? Oh, Liv wasn't even an option. I didn't draft Liv. So Liv actually isn't even part of this. That's disappointing, man. I would have drafted Liv in a heartbeat. Okay, so we're going to confirm. We're going to stop our draft here. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is part of our roster. There are more people, I think, than this in there. But we've got, on the main cover, we've got Mandy, Bianca, Raquel, Alexa, Sasha, Peyton, Bayley, and Rhea. Let's go ahead then and let's continue on. Let's book our first couple of weeks and see how we get on with an all-women's division. Okay, so Raw is still going. They've just drafted Eric. They've drafted Akira Tozawa. And that is their headline that we can see there. I'm going to admit, maybe I could have had Carmella. Maybe I could have had Dana Brooke, but we can't really think about those things just for now. We need to see how well we can book our current roster. The reason why we've gone more than 8 is primarily because we need to make sure that some of our superstars get a rest where possible. And it also means as well how I would run my roster if I was in the WWE, was making sure that some of my roster had like a holiday period of like, I don't know, a couple of months, get them fully healed up and then get them back into action. So we've got, this is just like a little breakdown of who each brand has. Obviously, Raw's drafted 2 more than we have, but I'm not too bothered about that. So now we're going to be finally getting into booking our first show. We've got a couple of power cards that we can play. Triple H, tonight is the night, the debut show. We have high hopes for you. I was born for this. Sonya Deville, I was born for this. Good, I'm expecting big things of SmackDown this season. Make it an amazing show. Hey Deville, I just wanted to let you know that I plan on taking Raw to the top of the power rankings and staying there. I have the roster and show running capabilities to do it. I don't think SmackDown stands a chance. You really think you can contend with us when we have superstars like John Cena? Get real. Wow, she is a savage. Okay, so we now have to pick our SmackDown Women's Champion. Out of all the people on our roster, who are we going to put the title onto? We have to do this. We can't not do this effectively. So we can't have like a matchup that determines it. So out of everyone on the roster, I think I'm going to put the title on to Rhea Ripley. She's got an immense amount of stamina, pretty popular as well. But let's lock in Rhea Ripley because that gives her a +10 popularity vote as well. Confirm the selection. Alright, now we're into booking our cards. You can see we've got 3 available slots to put matches in and 2 slots to put promos in. We've got show logistics as well down here. So that's all good. We can't access some of these things until later on down the line anyway. We've got manage our roster, so we can go into here, we can see how everyone's doing. We can also go in here to release a talent if we need to. Not that I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. We can also sign free agents. I'm surprised that Raw didn't want to sign Charlotte, but hey. Big E, get well soon, man. Big E's in here, but for our needs, Tegan Knox is available, Lula Tandy is available, and Danielle Wallace, along with Maya T. Turk, is also available for us to sign. So in here for us to use, we've got Reckoning for 5 weeks. Tegan Knox could be a permanent mainstay for the roster. We've also got Maya T. Kirk available, Lula Tandy available, and Danielle Wallace at the bottom here. For 5 weeks, $4,000, not that much popularity granted, but we could maybe take on some of this talent and kind of build them, I guess. We can also sign on legends. So from this list currently, we can sign Chyna and Mickie James. They're going to be currently they are the 2 stars that we can sign from a legends perspective to give us a little bit more of that star power. So this is our power card section we've got available to raise the entire roster's morale by 15, and we've got the ability to grant 6 random superstars a popularity increase of 6. So that's all good. Next we have the ratings, which we would normally go in and see in a couple of weeks time, but we can see it here, so we can track fans, we can track budget. And then we have our journal where we need to possibly plan this in so we can get rewards. In this case, we get a special promotion which ensures that you'll retain most of your fans this week. So we're going to do that. We need to schedule a run-in on your most popular available star this week. So we're going to need to make sure that we keep an eye on that and make sure that that happens. There may be occasions that I will ask the mode to auto-book itself, but for now, I want to see if I can book this up. So let's start with our main event. It'll be a one-on-one main event. Obviously going to have Rhea Ripley. And we're going to have her go up against... let's go against Nikki A.S.H. So, oh no, we can't do that because that's good and good. So let's not do that. Let's put her against Peyton Royce. So Peyton Royce is going to be, on that, we get a good synergy between good and bad, good synergy between bruiser and fighter, and might also increase Peyton Royce's popularity in the show. It'll be for a title match, so we'll put that on. And we're also going to have an interference. And at this point, who do we want to interfere in the matchup? I think potentially what we could do is have Bayley run in. So what type of fighter is Bayley? Bayley is... Wait, where is she? Bayley is a specialist. I think specialists work well with anyone. So that would actually work really nicely. So let's go with that. We're going to lock in that match. Oh, using a running will limit your match options. Yeah, that's fine. Also with this, we're only simulating the matches. We're not going to be playing them whatsoever because I don't think that they make that much difference in the scheme of things. So we're going to just simulate everything and see how we go. So now we have available to us our mid card, and I think maybe this week we'll just start out with just singles and see how we go. So one-on-one, we are going to have as our mid card. Let's do Toni Storm, who's a specialist, against Shotzi. That seems pretty good. We're not going to have any in particular match types for that match. Then one-on-one, who do we have left? We've got Sasha, Bianca, Alexa, Nia, Nikki, Mandy, and Raquel. Now, is it fighters against bruisers? Yes, it is. So let's have Nikki ASH versus Bianca. That seems like a cool match. And I think we'll leave that, but I'm tempted to make this a tables match as well. We're going to go all in on that main event. That seems pretty good. Now we're going to have a promo. We're going to have a role change because we've got a lot of good guys still, and I think it would be better for us to have... oh no, wait, so we've got two giants there. I think to have another bad cruiser would be good, I think. Let me just check out our roster as a whole. Classes. So we've got 3 cruisers. 2 of them are good. Actually, maybe we don't, because what we should be doing as well is ensuring that we have this synergy, because we need to make sure that the rivalries are in place. So let's put in a self-promo for Alexa Bliss, who is promo skill 5 out of 5. That's going to be immense. We're then going to have another promo. We're going to have Charity, and I think I want Sasha Banks to be involved in that. So that's going to be our starting card. Nikki ASH versus Bianca Belair. Toni Storm versus Shotzi. Main event, Rhea Ripley versus Peyton Royce in a tables match for the title with a run-in from Bayley that I'm hoping will trigger a rivalry between Rhea Ripley and Bayley. Let's go with that. Let's double check we can't do anything else here. Yeah, that's all fine. Alright, let's confirm the booking. Show cost $19,500. We've got a lot more budget than Raw has. So let's see how we go. We're going to simulate the show. And we're going to see if Rhea Ripley on the debut show of SmackDown has been able to, I guess, retain her title. She has, even with the interference, but we've got a lot of work to do there. Jesus. Okay, 1.5, 1.5, 2.5. Not the best of starts. So we've got match reports. Nikki ASH crushed by Bianca Belair. So popularity's increased, which is nice. So that's fine. The crowd was content watching 2 superstars who embodied sportsmanship in the ring. Oh, they were 2 good guys. Oh, did I not clock that? That's a mistake on my part. This again. Oh, I didn't even check the rest of the card. I was that upset. All right, so we have 65,000 fan change in our favour, with a total profit of 62,000, so that was really good. People are talking about Bayley blindsiding Ripley. That's awesome. Wow, boring show. Jeez. Okay, got the win against Nikki ASH tonight. Yep, that's all fine. All right. We're ranking 2, obviously, so Raw's going to have a lot more fans probably than we have. 78,000. Jesus Christ. We've got a lot of work to do then. So hopefully we get some... Just a quick reminder, your fans want to see great matches, but they also want to watch a show with a lot of variety. To maximise your variety bonus, have at least 1 tag and 1 solo match. And your superstars representing all 5 classes across the card. Okay, let's try and see if we can have a much better night tonight then. Our commissioner goal is to rest our current champion this week. So... We've got new things there. That's all fine. Okay, what I actually want to do is see, oh, she's available. Liv is I really want Liv. Okay, so let's book up our next match. This will probably be the last match that we book up this episode. We've just signed on Liv Morgan. So I think what would be good is if we do a tag, let's have Liv Morgan. We're going to pair Liv with Nia. And we're then going to have Shotzi go with Raquel Gonzalez. That is huge. Tables match, chuck it in there, why not? We're going to have 2 good, 2 bad, all the divisions there locked in. Tables match, 5 grand, no problem. That's all great. I want to know, does having Rhea on a promo fail? It does fail it. Okay, we can't have Rhea then at all in here. So what do we want then? I kind of want Mandy, but she's only got a 3-star promo level. Sasha has 4. Alexa has 5. Let's have Alexa again on a self-promo. Mid-card, 1-on-1. Let's do Bianca. And let's have her face Peyton. That'll be a good matchup. Promo. Call out. Chance to begin a rivalry or increase the level of an existing. I think. We can't do a call out though, can we? Because if we do a call out, that's probably going to fail the objective as well. Oh no, that succeeds it. Oh, winning. Fine, perfect. Bailey's going to call out Rhea. That's going to be how we do that. That's all good. Main event time. Do we have enough talent to do a tag? Yes. We've got Cruiser, Bruisers, Fighters, and Specialists. But all of them are good. We're going to have to definitely change someone's role. So let's do a 1-on-1. I think it's a fighter against a bruiser, right? Or we could do Mandy Rose, Toni Storm main event. Yep, I think. For this show, we're going to maximize on everything. We're going to purchase this crew and we're going to use it. And we get the optional bonus as well, which is to book 1 special type match, and we get plus 5% show quality. We're going to have basic lights, effects, and pyro, and we're going to get plus 5 show quality because we've booked 2 superstars with more than 2 star power, so that's all fine. And then we're going to also do this, and we get the optional goal for this one as well. So this will actually be hopefully a really strong card. Why did that not lock in? The more I think about it as well, the more I think I actually want Alexa to be in the main event. And she's another good guy though, but let's do that. I actually think we need Mandy. Cruiser, so it has to be... but then, thinking about it, we've already used up all our giants. And a lot of the stars here are good. So maybe we do a role change then. I think potentially Toni Storm needs to go heel. As a bad guy specialist, I think that would go well. Yeah, let's lock in that. Okay, 1-on-1. I would have wanted Alexa to be in the main event, but I think it would make more sense. Let's do that as our main event. Nikki ASH, Mandy Rose. We're going to chuck in an Extreme Rules match for them, because I think you get notifications as to what matches work well with others, so let's do that. So our opener is Liv Morgan and Nia Jax versus Raquel Gonzalez and Shotzi. Mid-card, Bianca Belair versus Peyton Royce. Main event, Nikki ASH versus Mandy Rose. The more I think about it, the more I think I want to reverse these two. Let me do that and I'll come right back. Right, okay, so we've done that now. We've rearranged these two. I think that will work a bit better. So without further ado then, let's simulate, confirm the booking, and then let's see how this show does. Hopefully it's a bit better than what we had before. I'll just double check before I do that. We still get all of our optional bonuses. That's all good. Yeah. So the only bonus that we don't get is the rivalry bonus because we haven't taken that on. That's fine. Confirm. Let's see how we get on then. Second show. Let's pray that it's a lot better. We definitely haven't got ourselves caught out, I don't think, between two good going up against one another. But let's find out how this gets on. Please be a better show. Okay, yep, that's actually fine. So the expectation is that the mid-card is meant to be a little bit lower. Going up, we definitely got a 3.5-star matchup. We got 2.5 star at the beginning. That's all fine. So the team of Shotzi and Raquel got the win against Liv and Nia. Nikki ASH beat Mandy Rose, and then Bianca Belair beat Peyton Royce in the main event. Do we get any extra information about this? Mandy Rose second best against Nikki ASH. ASH got momentum rolling as the match continued. The match was alright but left more to be desired. Some booking decisions worked fine but was pushed it back by other poor choices. Oh, great. What's this one then? A match put on by talented superstars with some exciting elements for going for it. A lot of good decisions were clearly put into this match. Fine. So in terms of 75,000 fans, that's good. 13,000 profit, not so good, but we'll take it. We get that. We're still ranked 2, which means Raw must have probably pulled ahead. 87,000 fans. Oh my goodness. But they get a minus. They took a loss this time round. So we are doing considerably better. And got to remember as well, Raw has 2 champions to play with. We only have the SmackDown Women's Champion, so we can't really do a whole lot with that. But we're 2 weeks away from Backlash, and I think this will probably end the episode at this point here. So thanks to all of you who have watched this. If you liked what you saw, make sure to hit the like button down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more content just like this, and I will see you next time.